A very comfortable win there by number 9, Master Newton. He's a 4-year-old, the son of Master of My Fate. He's trained by Gavin Smith. And it's Warren Kennedy who rode the winner, riding winners all over the country now. Warren, well done.
Yeah, Mr. Eddie, thanks very much. It's taken a while to get going in PE. Finally found out where the winning post is, but glad to be there. Big thanks to Mr. Smith. This horse won a good race today. They slowed up quite a bit going around the first turn and turning into straight, and Greg peeled off and looked to get his horse going. I was able to move up that position without any real hassle, and once I hit the top of the straight and I squeezed his horse, the turn of foot was immediate, and he got a couple of lengths to them, and he won actually quite comfortably.
In the early part, you probably had him just about where you wanted to be, but he was tugging a bit.
He was tugging a bit, Mr. Eddie, because they gradually started to slow the pace up. It got slower as we were going. From about the 700, they started to pick up again. But he started to take a little hold, and when they started slowing it more and more, he wasn't coming back to me as quick as I would have liked, but he wasn't overdoing it. He was just a bit aggressive. But like I say, he turned it on really well and running to the line, so it was a great win.
Hung out a bit in the straight, is that just because he's not used to being in front?
Look, I don't know. First time I've said to Mr. Ellie, I don't know if he does do that in a race before or anything like that. But he shot past him quite comfortably, and I think just seeing that all the horses were angling out, I think he shot past them and just leaned towards the second horse that I went past was right on the outside. I think it was MJ's horse. So I think he caught a glimpse of him and started wanting to run towards him, but he'd put the race to bed by then.
Nice ride, well done.
Thanks very much. Like I said, big thanks to Mr. Smith for bringing me down and for the winner, and to the owners' connections, well done.
Well said.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith, as Warren calls him. Gavin, well done.
Uncle Stan, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Thank you, man.
Good. Now, I thought this horse won a nice race. Importantly, he jumped well today.
Yes, he's his own worst enemy. He works very well at home. His work is phenomenal, but every race has got a different trick. And if he comes out the gates and he pulls too hard, he doesn't run on. And then we put him a little bit further because he comes with this devastating finish when they run him off his feet and he's not travelling. He comes with this devastating finish. You put him further, in a mile or something, jumps out and he travels too hard. And he just pulls himself into the ground. So it was fortunate with a good draw today, benefit of the good barrier. You could just pop him out, say to Warren, just leave him where he's comfortable. And watch, he goes down quietly, but when he comes out the gates, he pulls. And Warren just came out with their hands and just left him where he was, and then they turned it on. But halfway around the turn, they started to slow it up again. So it was fortunate that Warren was where he was, at the top of the straight. He could get him going quick enough, and he won a very nice race today.
He's also had a bit of bad luck with the draws before, though.
100%. He's been drawn 15s and 16s and come around the outside and still, run decent races. So just very well done to Jan. He's a nice little horse. He's clean, sound, and he's going to keep on winning through the division.
Just a quick word about one or two of your other runners. In 2 races' time, I think it is, you got that horse, White Leaf Hills. Good form.
He finds himself to beat, Stan. He's one of those, he hit the front too early, he tends to stop. You've got to time it right, and you've got to get going in him at the right time. But form is there, decent, and work is there. You'll be right on top of them. Anything
else we should take a note of?
Tom and Jerry ran a decent race last time out, and you should be on top of them. You've got the Cape Horse to beat there.
Gavin, well done.
Thank you, Stan. Thanks a lot.
Okay, there we go. Gavin Smith, he wins the third with number 9, Master Newton, who is notching up his second win in the process.
Race 3 now all clear. 9-1-3, dead heat for fourth between 2 and 6. Type favorite was number 6. Race 3 all clear to pay. They're racing away.